Welcome to a new video. In this video, we will continue to look at the rules about derivative. First, we will take a look at the rate of change formula and then solve example. Then we will learn the formulas about finding velocity, speed, and acceleration. Without further ado, let's get started. Here, guys, we already have a definition, and it says the instantaneous rate of change of ft with respect to t at t0 is the derivative, which can be shown also as f prime, and we will benefit limit in this finding, and the formula is given us as f prime of t0, which is equal to limit when h goes to 0, f of t0 plus h minus f of t0 divided by h, provided that the limit exists. Here, guys, the formula may look like a little bit complicated if you do not have that much practices, but I will make it a little bit clear when we look at the example that we have here. If you look at the example, it says for the function f, which is defined from real numbers to real numbers or from r to r, and the function is given us as f of t is t squared plus t, and it says find the derivative at t is equal to 3. Here, guys, after getting this function, it is very easy to find the derivative at the point t is equal to 3. How we can just apply the basic formula f prime of t is, then we're going to have 2t plus 1, right? And then if you put 3 instead of t, then we're going to have f prime of 3, which is equal to 2 times 3, 6 plus 2, which is 7, guys. So it is very easy to see that the derivative is 7, but we will try to benefit the formula that we have here in order to find the derivative. So I'm gonna use the change of variables, guys, also here. In this question, guys, t0 is 3, or this is equal to t0. And if we suppose that t minus t0 is h, which means that t minus 3 is h, then send this 3 to the right side. We're gonna have t as h plus 3, guys. So then I'm gonna apply this formula that is written already here. So we're gonna have f prime of 3. Actually, this is what we are trying to find, guys. Limit. Now when h goes to 0 means we need to change the variable here, h. So if h goes to 0, guys, here, then actually 0 plus 3, which is 3, then t goes to 3, guys. And f of t0, which is 3, right? 3 plus h is t already here, right? So instead of h plus 3, we're gonna have, I can write t here. So I'm gonna have f of t minus f of 3 divided by h. H is already written here, which is t minus 3. Now this is what I'm gonna find out. And this is gonna be equal to, guys, limit when t goes to 3. F of t is this function that I already have here, which is t squared plus t squared plus t, minus f of 3, guys. So if you put 3 instead of t here, then I'm gonna have f of 3 as 3 squared plus 3, which is 9 plus 3, which is 12, guys. So I'm gonna write here 12, and in the denominator I'm gonna have t minus 3. F prime of 3 is equal to, guys, limit when t goes to 3, then this is t squared plus t minus 12, and I can factor this equation as, if you remember how we were factoring this 12, was negative 12 can be written as positive 4 times negative 3, right? Because if you multiply 4 by negative 3, then I'm gonna have negative 12. If you sum 4 by negative 3, then I'm gonna have plus 1, which is the number that is in front of t here. We have just one positive t here. So that means I can write t squared plus t minus 12 as t plus 4 times t minus 3, guys. Divided by, in the denominator, I have also t minus 3, and this is equal to, those are gone. And if you put 3 instead of t, then I'm gonna have 3 plus 4, which is 7, guys. So by using this formula, we can also find that the derivative is 7 in this question. We are continuing the rules, guys. As a first rule, we have a rule about velocity. Velocity, which is shown as v of t, is the derivative of the position where the function is given as s is equal to f of t with respect to time t. So velocity is equal to the derivative of s, the derivative of the function that is given to us here, which can be shown also f prime of t, and which also can be shown as ds divided by dt. And as a second rule, we have speed. Speed is the absolute value of velocity. So speed cannot be negative, basically, okay? So speed is always positive. And as a third rule, we have acceleration, which is shown as at, is the derivative of velocity, v of t, with respect to time. So if we show acceleration as a of t, which is equal to v prime, which means that the derivative of v, dv divided by dt, which means this, and it is also equal to second derivative of s function, so d square s divided by dt square. And we will have a question also about these values. In the example, it says a heavy ball is being released freely. So suppose that we have the ball here and it is dropped freely, okay? So here, let's say we have at the time t is equal to 0, the ball is here and it is dropped after that. And the equation of that free fall is given us as s is equal to 5t square. The units are given as seconds per meter. A, how many meters does the ball fall in the first 2 seconds? For B, it says what is its velocity, speed, and acceleration at the time t is equal to 2 seconds. For A, our formula is s is equal to 5t square, guys. And then all we need to do is just basically we need to put 2 instead of t, if this is the case, and then s of 2 is 5 times 2 square. So it's going to be 5 times 4, which is 20, guys. So the ball falls, or the ball goes 20 meter basically after the first 2 seconds. And for B, we need to find the velocity. So velocity v of t can be found s prime. Okay, it is equal to s prime. So that means we need to find the derivative of s. And in this case, v of t is 5t square prime, this is 5, and this is equal to 10t, guys. Velocity at t is equal to 2, which is equal to v2, and that is 10 times 2, which is, guys, 20 meter. For speeds, 20 meter per second, and for speeds, we have the absolute value of 20, which is plus 20, of course. And as acceleration, so we need to take the derivative of v of t, and that is 10 times t prime, which is 10, guys, and meter over second square. I believe one question is enough to explain those formulas, guys. If you have any question related to questions that I solved here, you can put them in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and hopefully see you in the next one.